The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Santa Clara. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Switch! Two!
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
11. White. Protein spill. Check three.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
11. Hey. 4 down. Check nickel. Check 52. Check the backer. 65. 21. Here we go.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Hey, Mike. 180! Show it up. Hey, there you go, 48! Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, it's coming up. Lucky 50. Let's go, defense.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Lucky 48! Greystone, travel. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Shoot. Hey, 382, last 50.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180! You don't see me in your nightmare. Switch. 21. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Go.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Let's listen. Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Jahad. Hey, can.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
X3, 2-18, jump.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
61, matchbox, white.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 4th down, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Check, crunch.
On 1st down, Coleman. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're good.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Fights, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much since. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. Cousins looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number 1, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Watch 14.
Cousins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Quan Alexander. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. There's Garoppolo to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Off the play fake, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on him all game long.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. They'll run on first down. Cook. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 382, last distance.
To throw is Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Quan Alexander getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Cousins on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11. Joker. He's coming. We got double up.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
49, check 49, check 49.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check, check.
Hey, alert, alert, alert.
On first down, Coleman. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 33 yards that time. On first down. It's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, Charlie.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo now. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
You draw course.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And the shuffle pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Grosscup.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Cousins. And this is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 26 yards. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to that. He is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
25, check 25, check 25.
Cousins now from the 50. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, Cousins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they snap him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.